Hi, it's Sue Ricks from SueRicks.com and the Sue Ricks Academy here. And I decided to do this video because I've had a few messages recently, and it's strangely enough, I've had quite a few messages, which is why it's really come to my attention, of people asking me about how they can be able to help support parents and the children, and these children have actually got broken arms. And it's really interesting. Here we are in the summer, and there's a lot of things going on in children's lives. And in each case, I've actually been talking to the practitioners on the messages, on the emails, and on the system about, do you actually understand about the emotional and the metaphysical meaning of a broken arm? And in all cases, the practitioners have come back to me saying, I hadn't considered about the emotional and the metaphysical thing about the broken arm. I was thinking more about the practicality of working with children who've got a break. And what I wanted to mention to you in this video is that if you're interested in the emotional and metaphysical things, this might interest you. If you're not interested in it, then that's absolutely fine. So for those who are interested in the emotional and the metaphysical meaning of a broken arm, and when that happens with a child, it is interesting, I think, as a parent, and I am a parent, I've got 2 sons and 2 grandbabies. It's interesting, it's also tough to know some of the emotional and metaphysical things, but a break means something to do with something had to break or I would. And an arm is how we handle life. So maybe they're having a real struggle with handling what's going on, and they don't want to break, and their arm breaks instead. They're trying to deal with something, and it's very likely that they don't know. It may be that you as a parent don't know, and it may be that it's just not that obvious, and maybe it's so obvious. I remember the first time that I had the opportunity to actually really realise this, when I was working with a lady and her child was moving from a beautiful open countryside setting into a major city, and the child moved into the major city, and 5 weeks later they fell in a playground and they broke their arm. And it seemed to me that it sort of fitted. She loved her life in the big rolling areas of the green, and then she was in a much smaller area in a big urban city, and it was very tough. Dad had got a new job, a whole new neighbourhood, lost all of her friends, starting a new school, and it was all quite emotional. And that's just one thing that it could be. It could be that a child is actually dealing with an emotional crisis inside themselves that they don't want to explore or share about. It may be it's very obvious, but when somebody's got a broken something, it gives us the opportunity to just go, all right, that tells us that there's something possibly going on. And I do absolutely get that a broken arm or a broken whatever is a result of an injury or an accident. What I'm suggesting is that there may be an emotional or metaphysical link that's quite helpful to see and appreciate and understand. So if this is something you're interested in, you're interested in. If you're not interested, that's great. If you do want to know more about the emotional and the metaphysical meaning of things, there's a great deal of information that I have put into the Sue Ricks Academy, which is a membership site. So you can go on for a month and have a really good nose around it and find out everything that's in there, and you can stay as long or as little as you like. I just wanted to be able to support anybody who's supporting children who find that these children sadly have got a broken something, and it also makes a difference between whether it's a right arm or it's a left arm. But just remember that a break is actually something had to give, something broke, right? Otherwise, emotionally, it would be very difficult for me. So it's a way of being able to express something for those of you who are interested. Anyway, this is Sue Ricks with love to all and to all children. I'm sitting here in France, and it's absolutely beautiful. You can probably see the location. My French shutters here. And if you're interested in knowing more about enjoying life in any way, then please join me on the Sue Ricks Academy. Lots of love. Bye.